our review of this classic beauty, Royal Enfield Classic 500 Bullit. This one brings us back to 1950s, where they were made for the army. Unfortunately, they don't make this beautiful bike anymore. They have made since 1950s up to 2020, where they then took it out of production, and the last Royal Enfield Classic 500 left the fabric in India. It has 27 horsepower. I hear many times from people that 27 horsepower, it is nothing. Maybe not. And I am used to driving a big Bimmer 1150 with 95 horses. So how should I be able to sit on this one here? It's a very nice bike, and when you have to drive it, if you want to buy it used, then you of course have to change the chip and say, when I am on this one here, I am back in 1950s in 2024. That is the secret. And if you can do that, I can tell you, you have a very good bike. As I said, 27 brake horsepower, 500 cc. It has one useless rear brake. It could have been better. If you have to stop as a motorbike with only rear brake, then it will take you long time to then stop it. It has a disco on the front brake. That one could be better, but it can do the job. The only thing they have changed on this bike here is very few things. They have given it injection. Otherwise it stands here today as it was made in 1950s and as it was driving in the streets. And you have to find it used if you want to buy it, because unfortunately, of all of my heart, as I have said to you before, they are not in production anymore. Instead of that, they are making a reborn Classic 350, and how they can take this beautiful bike out of production and make the 350 as they have done. The 350 is a very beautiful bike with very beautiful lines, but they have made some huge mistake in it. First of all, when I grew up in the 1960s, there was only analog instruments in all motorbikes up through the 70s and 80s. And that makes it a classic bike. Unfortunately, in the reborn, they have put digital instruments up here. Serena, can you come over here? All you see here is analog. In the middle here of the Classic Reborn, we have put a piece of digital instrument. I mean, it's a huge mistake. Another thing they have forgot, I don't know what has gone wrong when they made this bike, but it's a huge mistake. Now we have dogs here also. Hello, doggies. Hello. This is one mistake who destroyed the Classic design. And another thing I will show it to you now is maybe not something we think about every day, but it is very important on a classic bike. This one here. Unfortunately, when we made the new Classic 350, somewhere we forgot to put a kickstarter in. I have never in my life seen a classic bike without a kickstarter. But the Classic 350, it don't have this one. And that's a shame, because it could be a very beautiful bike if they had only put an alloy in and remembered the kickstarter. This one here, how can they forget that? I don't know if it is a designer mistake or they wanted to save the money. Whatever they have done is not good. People always say to me, there's only 7 horsepower between those two bikes. Yeah. So there cannot be the big difference between them. No. Well, it's sad to say, but there is a huge difference between those two motorbikes. This one here have a huge torque. It moves as, I tell you that. And there should be a big difference between those two bikes, because 7 horsepower, it don't sound of much, no. But this one here is a 500 cubic. The other one is a 350. There's 150 cubic in difference. There should be something. So, if I one day should out and buy a new Classic, if I would buy then there's a Reborn, because Reborn it is. I have never seen a Classic bike look like as that, and it's very sad. But Reborn it must be, but Classic no. Then I would 100% sure see if I could find one like as this one here. It is a very nice bike, and with me and my daughter, it goes on highway. Many people say, it cannot go over highway. It can go highway. It takes us everywhere. Everywhere we want to go. We have had it up on 130 with 2 people on the highway. It is just not legal. We have to remember that. So it can go if you want it up there. But we also have to remember, when we drive and when we buy a beautiful motorbike, a classic one like as this one is, everything about driving motorbike is not who can come from here to there first. It's also about one thing, being one with your bike, one with the nature, one with the road, and just cruise out there and enjoy it. So, if I will recommend this motorbike here to anybody else, certainly yes, I will. It has given me a lot of pleasure, and you will see if you follow my channel here. You will see I have many tours on it, like I also have on my bigger Bimmer. So keep an eye on it. And I know many people talk bad about Royal Enfield. There's only either you are a hater or you are a lover. There's nothing between. Well, I am a lover. That's it. Let's take a walk around the bike here. certainly a beautiful bike. The last living classic stopped producing in 2020. What a shame. What a shame. One cylinder, chain driven, very easy and very comfortable, and to change oil on it. If you go on my other video, you can never see I am changing oil on it. It's so easy. Very nice bike. So if you are out after one to cruise with your wife or your girlfriend, then do it. I can highly recommend it. Okay, my friends, this is my review of the Enfield. I hope you like it. I promise you, I will be back.